We have the enigmatic, the ever energetic DJ Clement D'Souza with us. कैसा है Clement?
Enigmatic.
And
I don't know if
energetic also.
I don't know if I've heard this enigmatic, but thanks for the compliments. मैं
No,
तो
no,
सही है
you are,
यार.
you are, you are,
I'm
you
good.
are. So how have things been these past few days, months?
Year was not bad. It started off obviously, Jan May. I was in Goa at the beginning of the year for some events and some weddings and stuff. So it was fun. Came back to Bangalore and started. I took over my business. I was in a partnership with someone. I took over it, and I was just figuring out how to run the business by myself.
Okay,
Because each one has their own ways of doing things. I have
right.
my ways. So वो सब चल ही रहा था. Everything was being put to place. I manage a few resident DJs in certain outlets
Okay,
around in certain states.
right.
So the first time was end of Jan.
Hmm.
I was sent like one small warning sign where please expect us to be discontinuing the contract.
Okay,
Yeah, please understand that the DJ is fabulous, everything is good, but uh, this coronavirus globally has uh, screwed things up for us. So, and
right.
this was a five-star hotel.
Okay,
So that's when I was like wondering, कि यार ये ऐसा क्या हो रहा है. So
right.
they said that we are stopping. We are all our reservations, everything have been cancelled for 6 months in the future.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, so
This was in
we
February. I'm sorry.
end of Jan.
End of Jan. Okay.
End of Jan. This was the Marriott Group.
Okay.
Obviously, Marriott Group is right now, I think, one of the biggest hotel chains. They have
Yes, they
merged
are.
and bought over a lot of other brands and stuff. So I think they definitely know what's possibly happening.
Correct.
They were the first group that kind of brought this awareness, at least to me. And
Okay.
I had to lay off one of the contracts with them mid Feb.
Oh,
And
okay.
then slowly, some more five-star hotels started reaching out saying that this situation is going to get tight for us over here in India. So we're just telling you all that we will have to discontinue it for a couple of months, and then we will,
Right.
once things start, we'll come back. And then obviously all of us had to shut everything down and sit the home. But I on a personal level,
Hmm.
I'm always like, it might not sound, especially coming out of my mouth. I'm a very private guy. That I like my select group. I mean, दोस्ती तो दुनिया से है. दोस्ती दुनिया से
Correct.
है. But when it comes to spending time, I'm very particular about who I want to spend time with. I have very few people that I can hang with and spend time with because
Hmm.
I'm a moofat. I love to talk and yeah,
Correct.
टांग खींचना ये वो सब. So
Ha.
at that time, that's my private space.
Right.
So, and also the people around me are people in the business, so the other people
Right.
know them. So I am very particular key, it has to happen within our community, within our group, and within the
Correct.
tightest friends. Now
Correct.
wo alag baat hai ki when you're out there it's different. And today
Right.
all the more when people know you, I think my fame levels possibly have come down a little bit, but no matter what,
No, no.
no,
I don't think so, man. I mean, you go according to all the gigs that you've had. I don't think your fame levels have come down. So,
so when in your field, if you are popular
right.
and people know you by face and stuff like that, all the more they get disappointed when you have not been the best attitude towards them. But sometimes we are just a little moody and kabhi hi ka hai aisa
True.
ho gaya. So yeah, so we have to be a little particular about that because it's straight like one fan loss. I live by myself,
Hmm.
and I've been living by myself from over, from the age of 16. So it's been over 20 years that I've almost been staying alone. तो
Hmm.
मेरे को कुछ फर्क नहीं गिरता है, मेरे को घंटा फर्क नहीं गिरता है. इनफैक्ट आई थिंक कि एक बार ये लॉकडाउन खत्म हो गया and they're going to tell us to go out there and we're allowed to go out there and do things, now I'm going to be super upset.
Well, but I have been speaking to a lot of people, and I've seen DJs and musicians, especially, taking the time to learn and taking the time to explore new aspects of, you know, their own
Not me.
work, their own craft. Well, uh, what have you been up to then? I mean, we would really love to know
I'm genuinely a fucking lazy. You know, I love like if someone asks me what's your hobby now, I'll say yeah, being lazy. You know, I
that.
just love doing nothing. But
Huh,
touch wood, I know whatever I've done, I'm here in this position in life. I'm doing not bad for myself. I'm the kind of guy who likes to face the situation. You know what I mean?
right.
When it comes, it comes. It's like that. Obviously, in today's day and age, you know, it definitely helps to prepare and all that stuff. So
Right.
I also think to myself, इतना सब prepare ये वो सब झक मारने के बाद आज घर पे बैठना पड़ रहा है.
Correct.
Your money is of no use to you. It can only buy you food. It can only buy
True.
you daily essentials. And if you have that extra money, it can buy someone else food. That's about it.
Correct.
You know. So you know, I have come from a very bad situations in life,
Yes.
you know, really poor situations and stuff. And then when we went on to earning and stuff like that, I could afford things for myself. And I have also you spent so much of money in unwanted things and stuff. So आज कम से कम वो इतना ध्यान में आया है कि a lot of these things are not required. I come from, I think entertainment is going to suffer even when things are back to normal.
Right.
Entertainment is going to suffer until I feel the vaccine is out. Governments are going to be a little strict about gatherings and stuff like that. So
Yes.
वो थोड़ा tension वाली बात है because you know, even when things start, now I run a DJ academy and stuff like that. There's going to be
Right.
some kind of a challenge as to like people are going to be very careful even spending their money.
Yes, very much so.
You know, क्योंकि they are going to be spending right now of whatever savings they have, and a common man is possibly even going to borrow some money out of someone and stuff. So even when
Yes.
things start, I feel he for their bank balances and stuff like that to come back to normal, and for them
Hmm.
to find some extra bucks to spend is going to be a while one.
Is there now, say for example, if this particular lockdown situation does continue anytime into the future, would you be considering providing any kind of online courses or online mentorship, or is that something that is not on your radar at the current moment?
No, it's 100% there. It's 100% there. I'm actually, I've been talking to a few people in the industry as
Hmm.
far as, you know, the ones who provide hardware, software, and all those kind of,
Right.
um, and I myself, I deal with Pioneer and such gear. Once basically right now what has happened is, see, those who have the hardware, they have it. Those who don't have, even if they want, they can't get it because there's no
True.
transport happening.
There's no way to get it. There's no
Yeah,
means to
yeah.
get it. Right.
So I feel ki at least in a couple of weeks, certain things will be eased down, and some of these things will be able to be shipped, you know, here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So I will try and get certain deals to at least for people who want to buy stuff. And as far
Right.
as production and on all that is concerned, we will have to curate certain online courses
Right.
and go online for some time, because you know, online may, it's not just necessary that you have to you know, you can touch anywhere. Someone
Right.
sitting in any part of the world can have access to you, and
Correct.
there is no limit to it. You don't physically have to occupy a space. You need one room,
Right.
and you know, a lot of those things to so I am from the coming week, I'm going to be talking to some of my faculty and design certain things,
Okay.
and possibly from somewhere in May start doing things online to start with. Right now we have a beautiful space and stuff like that, but it's all like, you know, rental and stuff like that.
Right.
So once things ease out, also we don't know how we're going to be able to afford all those things, because we're not even going to break through to our expenses. You know, my
Okay.
expenses are 6-7 lakhs a month over there.
Oh, okay.
So I don't even think I'm going to be touching the breakthrough situation. So
Okay.
obviously some negotiations have to happen from each one's end. So let's see
Right.
when time comes.
You, but obviously have a team of DJs working for you. So, what's the way forward for the team of DJs? Because, you know, I had this discussion with Akhtar as well, and the main concern which I had at that time as well was for that particular category of DJs who are like residents and who are just about transitioning from residency to going about their gigs by themselves, but not exactly a very established name kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? How is the situation going to be for those guys?
See, I feel the ones who are really popular
Mhm.
are going to do well, and the ones who are at the lowest bottom, who are good
Right,
resident DJ material,
right,
they will start getting jobs because no matter what, entertainment is what people actually a lot of them live for. You know,
right,
in entertainment too, each one is different. Some it's holidays, for some it's alcohol, for some it's music, dancing. So as far as nightlife is concerned and people coming out to party and stuff like that, restaurants will need to have restaurants, pubs, and that category will need to provide some music. So I feel
right.
they already have a lot of them already have their gear and stuff, so they will start
Correct.
employing the resident DJs.
Okay.
So resident DJs can be, I think they are slightly on the safer side. Maybe there will be negotiations as far as the previous salary and the current
Fees and
salary and
stuff like that.
fees and
Right,
stuff like that is concerned.
right.
But I would like to tell, no matter what, whether you're established or whether you're not, if you have not earned for this lifetime, that means you have to get back to life later on. So I would
Correct.
love to tell that don't be stuck up and don't think that DJing is all I can do and I'm only going to do DJing and make my money out of it.
Right.
Because everyone's lives are going to change right now. No matter what, you could be the biggest business person, but I have a feeling that if some things don't take off after the lockdown, they will have to shut down. And that's
Right.
when it'll hit you. And I'm sure the poorer families, the lower middle class families, even the middle class families, some of the boys that don't possibly have savings,
Correct.
and they possibly have not even got their last few months salaries, maybe. And we know, man, how payment works in entertainment industry. It's rarest of rare case where someone pays you on the spot or before, you know otherwise nobody wants to pay you, and they just drag you, and there's a method like 45 days, 60 days, and all that bullshit, which is sad. But I feel think of something else.
Mhm.
Think of something else. Everything will come back to normal, but entertainment is going to take time. I possibly feel that nothing less than 8 months to a year. My advice would be to anybody that is dependent on a certain entertainment form, and if they don't see in the near future that they're going to get a job and
Hmm.
make some money out of it, to do anything else that they can do to make money. Because, man, don't judge yourself, because we get lost in this whole rut. Is like, I've done this today, if I do that I will look small. I feel कि don't give a fuck about anybody, तू कैसा दिखता है
Survival
कैसा
matters
दिखती है.
more than,
Survival
yeah,
matters.
yeah.
अपना पेट में मस्त खाना जाएगा ना, तो उससे मतलब है. वो क्या
Correct.
सोचती है, वो क्या सोचता है, उससे कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. you know
Correct.
and then there is always time to come back.
True.
There
True.
is always,
Very,
but
very much.
and if you're fit and healthy, and you're mentally handling things well, you can always make a comeback. You don't need to be stubborn and like, नहीं यार मैं तो गाना बजा के अपना दो पैसा कमाऊंगा. वो होने ही वाला नहीं है.
Correct.
वो होने ही वाला नहीं है, क्योंकि यार there's going to be a queue of DJs to
True.
get jobs and stuff like that. And
True.
so my honest advice would be anything, the most simplest thing, like even if it has to be a Swiggy delivery or whatever,
Right.
like just do it. I mean, feed yourself and feed the ones that are dependent on you. Don't
Right.
like the past life, I would say, before March. Don't be so stubborn, and don't be too caught up in trying to impress yourself for anybody else.
Do you think this younger generation who earlier was interested in pursuing a career in DJing, do you
Hmm.
think this entire period is going to result in a dip in that interest?
Yeah, I think so. I
Okay.
think so. But at the same time, I also feel key right now. There's been a lot of uh, free time
Right.
And I also think that there are a lot of people who are investing time in learning the technique, you know.
Correct.
So
Correct.
we could also expect some new talent coming in.
Right.
And like I said, the ones who feel that कि यार इसका कोई मतलब नहीं है might take a break from this for some time. Uh,
Right.
but you know, once music is in your bloodstream, you want to do anything, something to do with music, no matter what. But I feel कि there will be a dip because even if you mastered it and you don't have the place to exhibit it.
Right.
There is no
The
provision
opportunity
for you,
is
the
not there.
opportunity not there. You have to start just putting it out there online and trying to touch the masses so that your talent is come of recognition online. Someone has
Right.
noticed you, so
Right.
that when they are going to start their business and stuff, they can consider you. So
Correct.
so don't stop putting your talent out there. Don't get influenced by people who say कि यार you're clogging the internet and you know there's just too much content out there. If there's content out there, you're one of the content. Yeah, you know.
Correct. Correct.
They say no कचरे में से ही क्या हीरा निकलता है या जो भी निकलता है whatever. You know, you just need to be smart. That's about it. I feel you just need to be smart and decide what you can do where,
Hmm.
and just believe कि यार अच्छे से या से पैसा तो कमा सकता है. You know,
Correct.
it just you need to be sensible.
Right. So for all those guys who are still like, nay, we will still, make it in DJing only and music mein karenge. So do you think that probably some of them should be looking at reinventing themselves, whether it's the image, whether it's the music, whether it is whatever it is.
I
So do
think
you
not
think
just them.
do you think this is a good time?
Yeah, I think not just them. I think each and every one of us should think of reinventing ourselves and
Hmm.
clearing the past cluster that is from our music libraries to our
Correct.
image and stuff like that. And
Correct.
actually, what are you doing right now? There's hardly anything that one is doing. Everything that they're doing is trying to do something online. You know,
Correct.
whether someone is making a pakoda or someone is making a non-stop mix. The only way they are
Or someone is
showcasing
trying
show.
to run a magazine.
Yeah, someone is
It's all the
yeah.
same, man.
देखना यार. So,
Same
so
hai.
yeah, so the platform is online. आज के तारीख में.
Right.
आज
Right.
के तारीख में it's online. So even
Absolutely.
today for you, physically you're not able to send a magazine or print a magazine. So you are doing
Correct.
these things. Any cookery shows and stuff like that. Like it helps when people are seeing online and stuff. DJing maybe I'm so surprised that man, some of these guys with very such minimalistic content in their house and gear, the online when it all started, it was starting off with blurry images, bad
Right.
tracking audio, and all that. Now the guys have a proper display, like there's like a
Right.
very
There's a
superb graphic.
background.
There's a background, there's a
Right.
graphic, and the audio is next level. So the creativity is coming. So this is the way it is that
Correct.
you figure out what you can do. And
Right.
earlier, if you thought you were just a DJ and you were going to play just tunes after tunes, now for you to showcase your set has to be impressive, because after Instagram and all that has come in, the concentration point of a human being is just a fraction of a second.
Right.
In that few seconds, agar you can hold them, that's when they will watch you for longer,
Correct.
because this body doesn't allow you to stay there. The
Right.
finger is just busy browsing through, and so the focus is very 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 weak.
Right.
I myself, when I go on to I log on to someone's channel and stuff like that, and they're having some very intellectual discussion and stuff like that. लेकिन बहुत seriously बात कर रहे हैं ना, तो थोड़ा time में तो मैं तो पक जाता है यार. You know
Correct.
what I mean? So
I,
obviously I
I
feel
I hope you see. I hope you watch this video full when it releases.
इसमें मैं खुद है ना.
हाँ तो देखना पड़ेगा पर और बाकी का भी देख ले
हाँ हाँ. नहीं, मैं वही
प्लीज.
बोल रहा है कि
हाँ.
इवन वीडियोस में
Right.
सबसे पहला बात तो हम लोग इतना मेंटली कैलकुलेट करो, इतना लंबा वीडियो है, अगर वो स्टार्टिंग में ही मतलब अगर पकआउट सीजन से टाइम से चालू हो गया, तो
हाँ.
आई फील कि देयर हैज टू बी अ सर्टेन एलिमेंट, and or it has to be sounding so interesting कि
हाँ.
यार ये मेरे को इसका सुनने का है यार, ये he or she is making sense, you know what I mean?
Correct.
वो
Correct.
वैसे अभी आज की तारीख में no matter what हम लोग सब ज्ञान देने में expert हैं, but that ज्ञान also has to be very tight. Whenever this video is coming out and if any of you guys are watching this and y'all are being let down and stuff like that, I think deal with it. सबसे पहली बार deal with it, accept the fact कि ऐसा हुआ है और
Right.
ये थोड़ा tight situation होने वाला है अपने लिए. So we have to, being human, especially wherever we come from, man, our mind is so strong. If we want to fight a battle, we can fight a battle.
Easily, very
we
easily.
are all very capable of adjusting to things. अभी आज देखो ना यार, आज अभी adjust ही कर रहे हैं ना हम. As we are talking, also I saw one message that will you play an online set for me, something. So let's see where it goes. Honestly,
Right.
I already have enough small stress in my system. I don't want to burden myself with more.
Okay. Right.
I feel ki I have enough of relationship in the industry that tomorrow if I need to be of help or take some help, I can get it. And I will obviously not play stupid and I'll think about certain things to do online and stuff like that. But besides
Right.
that, when things come back to normal, I will take it from there. I will take it from there, one step at a time. If it has to climb slowly, fair enough, yeah.
Right.
Fair enough. क्यों
Right.
रॉकेट जैसा ऊपर जाके उतना ही जोर से गिरने का,
True.
I'm not a businessman, to be very honest. I don't have a business brain. I have a business brain, So sometimes you need to put two and two together. तो उसमें मैं एक two है. So I need another two. So now it's just me, So
Right.
so a lot of concentration, because for me it's like I like working. If I have people working for me, I like to treat them like a team, my family. So
Right.
my first concern is them. My first concern is them. I always like to first do everything towards them, and then I come back to me. So in some way, I feel it's a karma situation. So when you are being like that, also you also get somewhere in return. I don't want to be selfish, and I don't want to even reach that situation. Even today, I always check with my team. Are you all okay? Are you all not? I always some of the DJs are working over here from out of town. They live alone. I know for a fact they're going to run out of money or something in some time. I always tell them on a personal. I don't put it in the group. I chat with them, and I have fun chats with them, and I tell them, "Ki boss, as far as your ration is concerned, there's no matter. You don't think twice before reaching out to me, because money wise and all, I can't help you. But ration में तेरे घर पे पहुंचा दूंगा." So my most important thing is to everyone is, at least now you realize that if you are a closed kind of a person, if you're a shy kind of a person, and if you're the person who likes to be silent, don't be that. Try and be slightly open. Try and in these professions, try and be slightly the person that can reach out to people, because tomorrow if you have a problem, you don't even know who the to reach out to, and you have been so silent that I don't even know you exist. If many of us can manage that and look after just the ones that is around us and near us, I feel a lot of it will be handled well.
People who want to pursue a career sometime future down the line in DJing or in producing or something like that, for them, what kind of advice do you have? Of course, I'm not saying next month, 2 months later, whenever the industry opens up. So what kind of advice do you have for them?
I feel right now there's so much time for one to investigate.
Correct.
Right. What is happening is, while the race was on, a lot of the new beginners that came in the scene were only about the music that just came, the current music,
Right.
and somewhere they don't have the time or anything to do with the going back in time. Right now, I feel do that, because the past always has a very strong history. So even in the music situation, music from the 90s, 2000, mid 2000s, late 2000s, everything, there's so much of good music out there that even today, I think you should try to cater to a different segment also, instead of just catering to kids. And if you have more knowledge about the past, it only helps you, because even if you get into production, I feel production these days is like a joke. They everybody is born in front of a computer firstly, so they know their software really well. But what is happening is there's no storyline to the production. It's just anything. I find a lot of them make. I'm sorry, but it's for me. It's like I don't get, I very rarely come
Emotionally
across.
invested.
Yeah. There has to be, like, you have to listen to music. Just don't
Hmm.
listen to one track and feel like I can make something like this. Dhar 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 maine bana diya, you know. I
Hmm.
feel that there has to be a storyline to a tune. Sorry. And the only way to know is by listening to a lot of them that you like.
Hmm.
It could be anything, whether it's Bollywood, whether it's your regional music, whether it's progressive or techno, whatever it is. I
Hmm.
feel listen to a lot of music
Hmm.
and put together all those tunes that inspire you and that you like and stuff like that, and then you will know how to make your own storyline about a track. People are just producing and putting it out there, and trust me, nobody gives a shit,
Hmm.
you know, because again, for us it's like वो कचरे में से एक ट्यून ढूंढना पड़ता है,
Hmm.
you know. And we I'm a DJ today. I don't produce and I'm just playing music, so I invest time, enough time to be online and listen to a lot of music and then choose what are the tunes I like. But trust me, I mean, I listen to so much shit. So I feel ki this is the time right now ki don't be in a haste. Like, try and find
Hmm.
a signature style, and the signature
Hmm.
style, if it's not your own, let someone else's signature style become yours. And trust me, when you start producing, someday you will come up with something that is yours.
Right.
So my advice is, take it easy, don't rush, don't, you know, invest more time into getting to know about your industry and stuff like that, so that
Right.
you're prepared tomorrow when things start. Maybe the outlets around you and stuff like that might not want someone who's banging new EDM stuff, might not
Right.
want someone who's banging trap and stuff. They might want someone who's playing some old good classics and stuff.
Correct.
So in
Retros or
so
something like that.
yeah,
Right.
anything to so at that time, if you're that one-stop shop, then you can still participate and say I can do this, so I can still have the job. But if
Correct.
you don't know it, then someone else, yeah, gets the job. So I feel
Right.
ki it's better to investigate more in your own sections, you know.
Okay. If we speak about, all these sets that are happening on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, uh, a so this is a two-part question. So A, are you pursuing something like that either now, currently, or in the future? Or and B, what is your advice for all those guys who are, you know, in the process of either doing it or are already doing it? And if you might have noticed any of those.
I have been online. I mean, there are certain times in the day when you find a lot of DJs and artists come online and start playing music and stuff like that. Like I
Correct.
said some time back, some of them have evolved so crazily. Like their whole content output is now different. It's a whole audio-visual treat right now, you know.
Right.
And yeah, I would love to do some of that, but like I said, personally, I'm a lazy. So I will also, my thing is, even when I'm playing a set online, even if it's a genre that is popular, I like
Hmm.
to pick and choose some stuff which is still classy in that, and not very like in your face, uh,
Hmm.
uh, cheesy, you know.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, and I like to do a set slightly rarely, because that's the amount of time that goes in just picking some of the tunes and stuff like that, you know. Like, even if you ask me to do a classic house set, I would not, you will not find a lady in my set. Although lady is a
Right.
beautiful tune, but
Oh,
the thing
it
is,
is.
it's being played by everybody. So
Correct.
मैं उस वक्त भी थोड़ा time डाल के I try and find tracks that are still good, but maybe not popular, you know. It's like, if you're
Correct.
listening to it, you'll listen to it because it's not bad. Like, it's like, wow, it sounds good. But it's hard sometimes to find those tunes. But I did a
Hmm.
couple of sets, and I had some great response from friends and whoever has been online. But
Hmm.
to those who are going to get into it, trust me, it's they are doing a fab job, and
Hmm.
I can't even give an advice to them, because I should take advices from them right now. I feel like they are doing a fabulous job. Like this, you know, this white wall behind you right now, someone else can convert it into
I know. I know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, like a
It
whole,
it can have all the graphics,
like a
all the
full
visuals,
three-dimensional
and yeah.
situation, you know.
Correct.
It's crazy, and DJs are doing that. I can see some DJs who have been such fabulous DJs right now, invest time in learning some new softwares,
Hmm.
which can be of use to them for this whole online thing, if it has to reach there.
Hmm.
So that's what DJs are doing, is they're trying to learn something else, you know.
Right. Right.
So I think that's a great thing. I think someone should advise me over here.
If you have to, uh, you know, take a pick of the kind of music that we can expect from you anytime in the anytime in the future. So do you think that people can expect a new kind of music signature from DJ Clement in his sets and in his performances in the future, or are you going to stay true to your signature sound?
I'll be very honest with you, Elton. Right now, I don't have a signature sound, but like I said, I'm investing time in some of the genres that I like from the past,
Correct.
And I have an alias called the Bandra Local, under which I play techno and tech house and stuff like that. So
Huh.
I would also over there also I'm listening to a lot of music just to find my own sound. You know, like what would I
Right.
like to be, a problem or the good thing about me is that I like multiple genres,
Right.
so sometimes there's a correlation, and sometimes it's good because when you can when then you can put everything together and create something. Although I'm not thinking of producing in the near future because I don't want to put too much effort there because it needs time. I rather
Right.
put time somewhere else where it's going to cultivate to me and bring in some faster returns.
Right.
Right now I don't want to do anything that can bring me a slow return. I don't think I'm going to do that. But yeah, as far as anything out of the box, to filhal kuch nahi. It's
Hmm.
just like to choose my own tunes for sets and stuff like that. So, and right now, I also think it is so much happening online. कि
Hmm.
उसके बीच में you're just going to be one lost person. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think I gave all the excuses for my not so motivated self. Uh,
Well, as long as the audience can enjoy your performances in the future with the same kind of energy that you've always delivered, I don't think they would really care if you're lazy or
what I
you're
like,
super
yeah,
henko.
what I like to do is I come across a lot of new, like even in techno tech house, whatever, I come across a lot of artists that they produce a tune out of the box.
Right.
Now you can expect a lot of those tunes in my sets because they're very catchy, and it's
Correct.
suddenly like in between that whole comfort zone that you're listening to and dancing, and there's this one sound comes that just makes you open your eyes, you know.
Correct.
So I feel it, so I like the people to feel it too.
Brilliant. Wonderful. Uh, is there anything else that you would like to add, in closing, to the industry at large, to all the DJs, to club owners,
I think
students, anything?
I think I don't want to give too much of gyan over here, but I think one of my simplest advices would be is don't think selfish, don't think solo, because solo always I feel somewhere has a certain timeline and a dead end.
Hmm.
I feel he always think open, always think of collaborating, always think of helping someone and being of help.
Hmm.
My biggest advice be of use to someone. uh, don't make use of them, but be of use to them. And I think many of them over there who hesitate to ask of help for help, please
Hmm.
don't, because if there is someone who can help you, let them help you. Don't be stubborn and stuck there and think like my pride is a little too much for me to ask for help,
Hmm.
because you're only damaging more and more situations for you. There are people in this world, there are enough people in this world who can help you and who like helping people. So just that's why go out there, make friends when once things are fine.
Right.
Start thinking differently, don't think selfishly, and just increase your reach.
Right.
Physical reach physical reach has to be very strong. Online reach वो सब फर्क नहीं गिरता है, but physical reach, because tomorrow when you need someone to help you, you
Hmm.
can't think of those million fans that you have, who just have to
Right.
call. You need to know someone physically यार जो है उधर जिंदा है आपके लिए.
Correct.
So I feel कि be slightly more social and be slightly more open, and
Hmm.
only multiply your connections.
Right. Okay.
Baki,
Well,
baki, no matter what business you are in, this formula will help you only.
right.
It does not matter, just not specifically to the music community. It could be anything. It could be anything.
Perfect. Great. Amazing conversation. I am very glad that we were able to finally get this meeting done with.
I know,
Uh,
man. I told you,
pleasure.
lazy too. But yeah, thanks, Elton. I
Pleasure.
would like to personally thank you. No matter what, man, you have always pursued behind me and made sure कि अगर कुछ चाहिए तो you are always chasing me. So
Man, क्या करेगा यार?
thanks for your
सबका
patience.
करना पड़ता है यार.
Thanks for your patience, and as always, if there's anything I can be of use to you and help you, please don't hesitate. Call me and we'll have a chat.
Perfect. Cool. Chal, thanks, man.
Bye, bro. Bye.
Bye.